Wepa, what's up, familia? We're doing it again, live, raw and uncut. I am your host, Al Mega, El Body Supremo, para que tú sepa. All right, so yo, Crusaders, I'm hanging out today. I'm very happy to introduce this person that's coming up next. He happens to be a fellow team member. But even before all that, my man was a writer all over the place, a creative genius, a comedian. And my man has been felt very inspired ever since being a part of the Team CC family. And obviously, we've been supporting him hard. And he surprised the hell out of us when he said, I'm going for it. And decided to take upon himself to help create a awesome new independent publisher out of the UK. Who am I talking about, man? Come on, man. It's my homie, my one and only teammate from here, from Comic Crusaders family, Mr. PA Hayden. What's going on, bro?
Man. How's it going, dude? You all right?
All right, brother. I'm excited, bro. I'm happy. I'm happy for you, man. First off, man, before you even get it, man, ASAP UK was a Kickstarter, man, and you guys got fully funded. So
we did. It was amazing. Thank you to everyone who helped us with that. It was so incredible.
Yeah, man.
So incredible.
So this is one of the creative brains behind the ASAP brand. Now, you're asking yourself, what's ASAP Comics, right? Guess what, folks? I have an awesome little trailer to show you. Let's share it now. All right? Peep this. Don't you love technology? Technology is so much fun. What's wrong with your video, bro?
I don't know, man.
Let me refresh this damn screen, folks. There we are. Oh, look at that. Dead of Night. Oh, damn. That's already got. I think he could beat up the Black Knight, but let's see. Sexy, look at that.
I know, man.
An unwilling hero. Ooh, I see some side. Is that side booby? Oh, that's she's on her stomach. All right. Nice. Look at that.
That's beautiful. What artwork by Carl.
That looks like a hood in Brooklyn right there. Oh, evil looking thing there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, man, look at that, though. That's gorgeous cover, bro.
I know, yeah, yeah. KJ in Paris C. Just absolutely amazing on that one, guys.
A modern world with a medieval brand of justice. Woo! He definitely looks like a Crusader.
He does, doesn't he?
Nice.
Yeah, it's some beautiful
I have
artwork.
questions about those outfits. Oh, maced them, dude, in the grill. That's messed up. Oh, and my boy them. You know,
oh, yeah.
Contributor, Cinema Crusaders, man. All over UCPN. He's a good friend with the audio guy. Wow. First off, awesome. That looks fantastic. And folks, obviously, right at the bottom, visit that website, all right? Subscribe so you can keep up to date of all the great things that ASAP is about. So,
yes,
that looked fantastic.
Yeah, it's some beautiful artwork by the guys. I mean, I'll take my hat off to them. I enjoy writing, but it really makes it pop, brings it to life, doesn't it? You know?
And talking about the team, right? We have what's awesome about today's interview is that we kind of have the ASAP family on board. So
we do.
We have PA, of course, but we also have the amazingly talented LA Cunningham. And then we also have the ill one himself, the wild one, the wild dog of the bunch over here, Mr. Kyle Wright. Woo! What's going on, brother?
You all right?
All right. Oh man, I like your background over there, bro. Cool collection.
Yeah, it's a bit crowded.
Yeah, a bit crowded, but it looks dope in LA. Pleasure to meet you on Twitter. Thank you for all the support as well. We appreciate it. You with your wonderful Christmas theme. Fantastic. So, team, let's chat. Let's put on the world to the greatness, the future greatness, that is, of ASAP Comics. Who wants to tell us a little bit about the origins, if you will, of ASAP?
That's going to be me then. So with it all, when I first pitched it to everyone, whether it was LA, whether it was Kyle, whether it was anyone else, it was all to do. It's centered around this event that happened in the UK, and this is where this book, written by me in LA, comes in. So the event happens over the course of a few months. These things start to kind of leak in. So you get this idea of monsters and demons and everything that would scare you starts to kind of leak into our world and our living. And then all of a sudden there's this like explosion in central London and they come out en masse. And this book covers that. And for the next, day or so, they kind of lay waste to everything they find. The heroes of old will fall and fail. And then we have this moment where these kind of beings of light appear, which is that moment.
Oh, a flip book. Oh, snap.
So, and then they rescue us. And then within kind of 12 hours, it's all over. And both sets, whether it's the dark or the light, they vanish. And we're left scratching our heads as what the hell happened.
So basically, what you're saying is kind of a blip in time where these forces of good and evil meet, but then also just disappear.
Yeah, so it takes place like literally over like one weekend, and they lay waste, and we're saved within that time period.
Talk about a raging rave, my God.
Yeah. and then it's kind of like the next 12 months we're kind of trying to rebuild and understand what happens. So the book covers the event itself and how everything was torn apart. And then, so that was my work with L.A. Cunningham on that. And then we pick the story up 12 months later with the work I've been doing with Kyle, which is issue 1 of Messiah, which is right there.
Sexy.
It's very sexy. So what we've done is we've kind of got this this prequel and this sequel, and then we've got this year in between, and we will look at that and we'll cover that, and we want to flashbacks. We're going to across different titles and so on and so forth. And we want to build.
Great. So when we popped up the trailer, it was not just Messiah. We also had that do with the Crusaders. So how does that all tie in? And what's the timeline between the two books?
So the comic books, so Dead of Night and Messiah take place at the same time within that same, after the year is over. And what it's going to do, that one in particular is going to flash back more to the heroes of old and what happened to the team beforehand. Because before that point, there was less anti-heroes. There was more your kind of costumed, what you would kind of, when you think comics.
Gotcha. Traditional underwear over the pants type of heroes.
Yeah. Secret identities and glasses and all that kind of stuff. And then after the point, it gets a hell of a lot darker. And then with Messiah, we look forward and try and see what can come of it, what heroes will appear, and because we get to introduce a really cool character, as well as that we get to introduce a character called Foe, which is this chap here.
Oh, man. And I love that full page ad you got on the side.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, he looks really cool though. Look at that.
Yeah. So, we want to kind of play with different characters, different powers, but also make the people as relatable as possible, as daft as that sounds, in a kind of fantastic world.
So let me ask over here, because we have your awesome creative team right here, right underneath us right now. We look like the Brady. We're talking about the Brady Bunch, but I can't wait to add the other two. This is exactly what we're going to look like. No Alice, though. Nobody's going to clean up our mess. But LA, thoughts, where does your inspiration come from? How did you meet Paul, and how did you connect, and where did that inspiration come up with that storyline, which sounds amazeballs?
We just met on Twitter, just by chance. That's how you meet someone on the other side of the world, I guess. We were just goofing around, and then somehow we ended chatting in the DMs, I guess. And
who slid into whose DM first?
I don't know. It was a long time ago. We were both creeps. But so, and right away we were kind of just like, we need to do something together. We seem to kind of have similar personalities and writing interests and genres and stuff. And it just kind of took a bit of time. PA started another business with AF4, and then ASAP came up.
AF4, shout out.
Yeah, sure. And then ASAP came up, and he started, obviously he was already working with Kyle, and I was kind of in this weird new mom phase, unfortunately, so I wasn't writing a ton. And PA is kind of like, hey, what do you think about doing an anthology together? And I was kind of like, that's crazy. And then apparently I'm crazy too, because I said yes. So and he had the whole idea ready around this one event, and like I was already writing short stories and stuff, so it just kind of all fell together. And he had the whole flip book idea, and
let me tell you though, it's not crazy. Jim Steranko, he calls it psychomagnetism, when people of like minds kind of magnetically connect.
I like that.
One way or another, they do. And again, I hope to have him on a podcast one day so he could explain that to you himself, because it's amazing. But that psychomagnetism is real, because that's what you just explained to me.
Yeah.
So where does the inspiration come from? Have you been an avid comic book reader or fan, for you to kind of delve into this world?
No.
It's okay. I'm just asking.
I'm a bit of a rookie to the comic book world. I guess just meeting PA, I kind of got corrupted. Like my childhood was more like Garfield and.
I love Garfield. Nothing wrong with that.
But I don't know. I'd never really got into them, and then like I've always been into like the '90s cartoons, like Ninja Turtles and X-Men, and
that's the whole '90s generation. I swear to God that the '90s kids, whether if they didn't touch the books, you tell them about animation, and they boss on animation.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
So maybe I wasn't reading the comic books, but I was watching the TV shows. So
you would get into arguments like the animated X-Men and the X-Men comic. No, that's not how it works. No, but the cartoon says.
I can't get into the debates. I don't know. Not yet, at least. Maybe eventually.
Soon enough. No worries. PA got your back.
Yeah.
Damn right.
So how is it? Wait, so you said you were a new mom. I want to kind of go back. So being a new mom, congrats, much success with that. So how was that riding that wave though? You know what I mean? A new mom and having a project. How do you divide that time? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of female listeners right now tuning in, but definitely kind of be like, how do you do that? A new project with a new baby? Damn.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like for the first 10 months or so, I wasn't writing. I was just struggling to be honest. But then I guess I don't know. I just needed a creative outlet, and I was trying to find some time, and fortunately my parents and my family and stuff are very supportive of babysitting and offering me some time to just for myself, so it gave me a little bit of time to write. And obviously working with PA, had an accountability partner, so there'd be nights where I'm like, I'm too tired to do anything, and he'd be like, no, we need this done. We're on a timeline here. Like we kind of had a bit of a moving timeline originally, but it was good motivation, and it's great working with someone that you have the same kind of goal towards and the same passion towards writing and telling the stories. And it's just been super fun, and I'm like, it's been hard, and it still is. Like now we're doing marketing and podcasts and trying to fit all that in, and there's the future projects as well, but it's just been great, and it's been a total lifeline, I guess, in a way for me to be able to latch onto something and kind of pour my creative heart back into. So it's been great.
Especially in 2020. We've had a rough year as it is, but you know what I mean? It hasn't been all bad. There have been highlights, you could say, for us as individuals, those that have learned to navigate, this year have had positive moments. If you haven't learned to navigate, then I'm sorry. So with that, man, talking about navigation, man, because he's done some incredible artwork on the book. Kyle, man, you're there all quiet, man. I see you combed your hair and shaved for us. So we need to hear about you now. How did you connect with PA, and and who are your artistic inspirations?
Well, I work in a comic shop in the UK.
Okay. What's the name of the shop? Go ahead, shout it out, bro. It's all good.
It's Forbidden Planet International.
Oh, we're Forbidden Planet. Shout out, man. I used to go to the one in New York all the time.
Yeah, I think that's one of ours, actually. So yeah, I'm in the Wolverhampton store, which if you couldn't tell by the accent, which I didn't realise I had until I've been talking to PA, and he's constantly going,
"That's an accent."
Your voice, yeah. This isn't intentional, believe me. So yeah, I was just there on working, and he come in trying to flog some comics.
Yes, I did.
I told him where to go because we don't do that.
Yes,
and then I realised, I was like, oh, actually, I might want some of those comics. So I went back over. I was like, have you got any of the Nightwing series from the 90s, the Chuck Dixon stuff? And he was like, yeah, but I'm not selling it. And we got to chatting for a bit about, because we had kept coming up like Robinson's JSA, all sorts of different runs, and that we were like, yeah, love these.
Man.
We were on about art. I mentioned I was an artist, and because as an artist, you're always looking for work and to fleece some money out of people. So, we brought it up, and he was talking about his comic idea. And I think he gave me his number. I went back to work, and I was like, I think I remember telling the staff member, I was like, yeah, I just got that guy's number. And they were like, what's going on, dude? Are you supposed to be working, not chatting people up? I was like, oh, all right, hang on.
I don't mean in that way.
And to be fair, it happens a lot with art. Someone will go, oh, I've got this idea, I want to talk about it. And you go, yeah, sounds great. And you exchange details and then never hear from them again, to just drop off the face of the earth.
Truth.
So, yeah, I had no idea where anything was going to come of it. Whether we'd be working on it, say, 2 years from then, which is, I think we realised it had been about 2 years. We looked back, we were like, have you got that picture? And we was going back through the messages, and we were like, oh man, this has been a while. But I think we had a couple of phone calls. We went for a pint.
Yeah,
we come up with a few ideas.
Oh, man. What is it with you in the UK? I swear, every person I spoken to from the UK, it has to be at a bar with a pint somewhere. I mean, when I've spoken to Pat Mills, Dave Elliott, all these dudes hang out in some magical bar somewhere and just swap ideas or talk or complain about something where ideas develop from. Yeah. Where is this magical bar? Me and them need to go over there like soon.
It's just the way it is. Cup of tea work. Yep. But it's mostly just been because we don't live near each other. So it's just been very long, rambling phone calls, passing ideas back and forth. He sent me some artwork of his own sketches that he'd done for like Messiah.
Oh, wait, let me ask you, how are those sketches?
Oh, they're great. I think we've posted them on Twitter. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we want to bring them up. Yeah.
You want some bonus for Christmas, folks.
I'll say all of the things I needed to know about the character were in the image, and that's the nicest thing I can say about it.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
So, who are your inspirations, Kyle, when it comes to art? I mean, we're working on a comic shop. You obviously know your stuff when it comes to comics. Who were your early inspirations, in art?
To be honest, there's that many. It's hard to specify a few. It's always changing.
So let's connect it. Who's your favorite hero? Most likely be able to connect it that way.
Probably at the minute, Nightwing.
Oh, it is so Nightwing. All right. And it's that Chuck Dixon. We've had him on the Undercover Capes Podcast Network. Him and Graham Nolan. Yeah, man. Really dope, man. And Chuck is a real awesome guy to talk to. We did a Jeopardy with him, man. The guys did a Jeopardy mentioning only the stuff that they've worked on. And what's funny is he didn't remember half of his own stuff. Yeah, but that's what happens when you're that ingrained in the business after such a long time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think we've met a few creators. I did Ice. I've helped out a lot at the Ice conventions.
Nice. Oh, I know Ice. Nice. Very good. Yeah,
with Shane Chepsey. So, yeah, we've done a few. We were always helping out there. Met loads of people. Rambling in the pub afterwards with a pint, obviously. Half the time we'd my boss at work is who got me into it. So he'd be there and he'd be like, oh, going on about like a comic or something. And half the time they're like, yeah, I think so. Yeah. Maybe. I ain't got a clue. Yeah.
Too funny.
But Mitch Jarrett as well. Mr. Miracle, doing Strange Adventures at the minute. That's probably
it's so cool.
Yeah. See, that's the thing over here. We only get the occasional guest, and with 2020, no one's coming over.
Bro, I had no conventions here. My last convention was in March, and it was a podcasting convention, a great one called Podfest, yo. So if you guys check it out, coming back in 2021 with a live event, God willing. So if you guys are podcasters, vidcasters, Podfest is the business. And this is a non-sponsored promo, all right? They didn't give me nothing. They're really good. Just like Ice is really good, and you know what I mean? And ASAP is good. So, we also have 2 other team members here. I want to bring them in because, we have a presentation. I want to show people off the logo, the cover. Let's get into a couple of points over here, all right? So first up, the next team member from the ASAP Comics team is the one and only. I love the last name. It reminds me from the boys right here. The one and only Sarah Butcher.
Hey.
Sarah Butcher. I'm gonna cut you up in the ring. I love it. How you doing?
Look, I'm so proud of my last name. It's my favorite thing about me.
Oh, and I love the accent. What's that? Where you from?
I am from Tennessee.
Oh, well, country twang right there. I hear it.
Yep.
I'm from New York, so yeah, I say coffee, not coffee. You know what I mean? Sorry.
I've been all over the place in the U.S.,
awesome.
So it's an amalgamation of like multiple different states. It's the worst and the best. Yep.
And talking about somebody that's truly mixed, man, is my boy here. He's a Latino all the way, and Native American and American, all the way from out the West Coast. He is again the host of Sonoma Crusaders, and he works on the cover case with the audio guy. He's also a comic crusader and a very good friend of mine, man. The one and only Nemesis David Howard. What's going on? And he's safe for us, bro. Look at him. It's like Kyle and him traded today. So, all right. Sarah, introduce yourself and your role within ASAP.
So I just joined ASAP, helping out with editing Points of Villainy and Points of Virtue. So LA and I met on Twitter and we're critique partners, and so that's kind of how I got into this.
So you guys knew each other first, LA and Sarah?
Yes.
How long have you guys been connected?
Well, how long has it been? Has it been like a year? 2020 has been like 3 years, so I have no idea how long it's been.
We've faced 3 years in one. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's been stressful, son.
Yeah, but I got pulled into this through her, and then I guess now I edit for ASAP. So yay!
Awesome. And Nemesis, my fellow comic crusader over here, is like, tell us the origin of how you got involved with ASAP.
Oh wow! So I met Paul through Comic Crusaders, and we do Cinema Crusader stuff. So we haven't done an episode in a while, but we do retro reviews, and we got to talking, and we're friends through Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. And then I'm going to give some inside information away. There's a meeting that happens every 2 weeks between some creative minds that are in Comic Crusaders. Some people here are part of it. And Paul needed some help with some videos. So I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I love to help out a fellow Crusader and everything. And I got to looking, and we got to talking about stuff. And we was talking about stuff that I'm working on, that I'm writing for in my own personal life. And Paul came to me and said, hey, would you be interested in hearing what this is all about? And then I said, yeah, sure. And then I heard it and I loved it, and I'm really excited of the stuff that I'm working with Paul, and love working with LA. And I just met Sarah, and she's wonderful. And I met Kyle, and he's wonderful. And I'm really excited about this, and really happy to be part of the team.
Great, man. I can't wait to the whole world gets this in their hands, because I know, Paul has definitely been working very hard. Known Paul for a while already, as a Comic Crusader team member. When he told me he's going to take this initiative, of course I'm going to say, go for it, bro. Hell yeah, I'm a cheerleader here, bro. I won't wear a skirt, but yeah, and I don't got pom-poms, but I definitely am a cheerleader and a half for people on my team, because, it's well deserved. Why not? You're all very talented folks, so I'm very happy to have you all on right now. Now, I'm sorry, I'm also trying to make sure, see that our little chat is up and make sure everything's going where it should be going. So with that, though, I do want to kind of show off it's not an amazing PowerPoint or anything, but we want to kind of show off the logos, if you will, right? So let's do this right here, right? That's a sexy ass logo. Who did this logo? This looks great, actually.
That would be me.
And why this way?
Well, I mean, because the ASAP, is the first initials of my children and myself. So it's Amber, Sophie, and Alfie, and then me at the end. And then originally I was playing with designs on around that. So I was looking at clocks, as soon as possible. And then I just thought that was a classic kind of look with the, with the sand kind of going down, and it just suited the whole thing, and it just sat nicely. So yeah, that's the short and curlies of that one.
That's the short and curlies. Now we have another image, right? Short and curlies. Teaching me new languages. Here goes a nice, close-up image, if you will, of the Messiah cover.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous. That's that joint of the UK, right? That Wonder Woman.
Yeah, the London Eye, yeah, in the background. Yep.
Oh, nice, great job. And why choose this particular site as for the cover?
That's on you, Kyle.
Yeah, I've got that one. Well, basically, I wanted a big landmark without covering everything up, because basically I don't live in London. I've been like twice, despite it being the big one that everyone assumes we're all constantly going down the tube and everything. But I used Google Maps, so I had a virtual tour around London, and I was having a look around and all the landmarks, and I thought I needed something big and substantial that kind of stood out. So yeah, I think that just looked like my favourite at the time. I've got the inked page here. So that was bit of a pain to draw, but it was easier than some of the other landmarks as well. And I figured, with the river and everything, I could get a nice colour scheme going. So.
Excellent. And then this is actually, come on, guy, what's wrong with you? Don't you love when technology what's wrong with you? So we got this cover, then we got now this. I love black and white, yo. So this is dope right here. This is really sexy.
Yeah, really this one. I'm almost annoyed how much I like this one, because out of all of the artwork I've done for ASAP, this is the one I've put the least amount of planning into. Because we were looking at the Kickstarter, it was going really well. It was getting we were about halfway through, and we were near the end, and we were okay, should we try and think of some stretch goals? And I said, well, okay, I'll throw up a sketch, I'll put something together, and I'll have a look. And I spent one evening on it, and I sent it. I did it. I was like, man, this is wicked. Why isn't the rest of it coming out like this? What's going on? And I sent it over, and then we all loved it.
Every single one of us. It's beautiful.
Yep,
it is great. I especially love how he looks over here. And, it's just the gruff and everything. You captured it really well. And now for nothing over here, this character reminds me so much of the Baroness right now.
Yeah, God, he does. Yeah,
you're right. You know what I mean? It's totally kick-ass. It looks great though. So here we have the cover up close, man. PA Hayden, LA Cunningham, Points of Villainy.
Yeah.
All right. This is the book that Sarah, right, edited. So how was your journey over here editing, both the villainy and virtue?
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with it. I already knew that I really liked LA's writing style, of course, and turns out I really love PA's as well. Awesome. And I hadn't gotten to edit anything in a long time. I did some editing in college and absolutely love it. So getting to do this reminded me of how much I just love putting red all over people's writing. And so, it was just such a great experience. It was so great. And LA, I actually kind of messed with hers a little bit, started putting in comments as though I was editing like a rom-com instead of a story about superheroes. So that was a fun experience.
Hey man, but aren't a lot of superhero stories rom-coms at the end? Lately, geez, you know what I mean? Everything turns into something romantic at the end. Even that relationship with Black Widow and the Hulk, something that came out of left field for me, like, huh? There's always some type of romance involved somewhere, yo. Some crazy stuff.
You gotta have fun while you're working. Yep.
Yeah, and who designed the covers on these? Because they, I love how they look, man, and they definitely, bring to the point. Villainy, Virtue.
Yeah, that would be me again.
That PA was hard at work, boy.
Oh, no, it's trying.
Yep. And let's see what else. Oh, then we have
Yes.
this, right? Because you guys aren't stopping, period, right? So first off, the Kickstarter finished, right? And
Yes.
it got funded. So again, congrats on that. Now, when can people begin to expect, getting the books so that way they could then start getting into the greater universe as it comes out? And what's the plan here? And this goes to everyone. What's the plan here? And I also am dying to know what's Nem's part in here, because I know he did the edit the video that we showed earlier. Great job, of course. So I want to see also, because everybody, if you guys don't know, he is also a writer. Nem says so, and he's not full of ideas. So, so explain, Lucy.
Well, at first I was just kind of, I guess I was helping out where needed, because Paul's a good friend, and then I met Lori, and we've become very good friends, through Twitter and everything. And it was just like, hey, we need, help with this or that, and I was like, sure, I'll help out. And like I said, and Paul came to me with some ideas, and so what I am working on right now is that title second to the left right there, level 8.
Yes.
So, yeah, that is what I am helping to develop with Paul right now. And then, there's going to be plans after that, but that's my current project. So,
Wepa, level 8. Can you tease us about level 8? Is there anything that the boss over here allows you to tell us about level 8?
Well, level 8 will probably come get me if I say too much. So
okay, that's saying a lot right there, us.
Yeah. Level 8 is filling in some blanks in that 12 months between the event and where Messiah picks up, because a lot of people disappeared, and you're gonna find out why they disappeared.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So the first bit we are going to get is Messiah, correct?
Yeah. So Messiah and Points of Villainy are out. This is it. They're out now. There you go. So, and then obviously we've had the. Yes, they're out now. So you can order from us, or you can get them on things like Amazon and things like that.
They need to get it from right there at the bottom. If you look at the bottom of your screen, folks, that's the website. Give it some traffic, show it some love, but more so, place some orders. Come on, y'all.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is great, man. I mean, this is an awesome launch. So we're talking, you said a little bit about Messiah, right?
Yeah.
Where does Dead of Night come here? Because that looks so kind of dated into the past. And if we're talking about the now, how are we getting a night out of this?
So, because it's based in the UK, and originally we'd got the kind of superhero team, kind of our Justice League, if you will. Okay. What Dead of Night is going to do is going to follow a character that was basically broken by the event. Okay. And he goes from kind of being this smiling superhero for the cameras to just going over his own ancestry and kind of going he's gone kind of medieval on everyone's ass, and he's got a kind of very violent sense of justice now, so he kind of fits the new world. It's broken, he's broken, and he just kind of goes for it.
My kind of hero, somebody that takes no crap. Hey, I'm broken anyway. What else could happen?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And, that fits perfect with the 2020 theme. It was like, all right, might as well go all out, because what else we got right now?
Yeah. No, that's it. So we've got that, and then obviously as Nem says, we got level 8. It is going to cover the 12-month period. We are going to. What we want to do is we really want to offer people different mediums. So because both me and Nem are fans of comics and Easter eggs and all that kind of stuff, we are going to offer it out in different ways. So there's going to be comic book stuff, there's going to be written stuff. There are going to be top secret files that people can have. There are going to be things that people can unlock. So there will be special codes hidden here and there. We will offer things, that only certain people will be able to see. That's kind of why it's kind of been a bit close to the chest, because we've both been trying to figure out how we can give it out without just giving it.
Exactly. Without being too obvious. Work for it, folks.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got Tales of POV. So obviously, me and LA, we did points of villainy, points of virtue. But what we wanted to do was continue that sense of, we're comic books, but we're also, a lot of us are writers, so the written word's amazing. So this is actually something Sarah's actually going to take over. So we're going to have grounded characters. So even though we've got superhero characters here, there, and everywhere, we've got a lot of real people that were affected by the event, and it's going to continue their point of view throughout. So it's going to cover the event, the 12 months, the now, the it could be something that someone sees in this comic from ground level, and then just keep that ball rolling, because I think it's a great ball when you think of things like Marvels.
Yeah. Oh yes.
And it's such a beautiful story, but it's all told from that guy's point of view.
Yeah. And let me ask Sarah, have you had this type of experience before too, as well, on this type of angle with the Tales of POV?
So this is pretty new to me as far as the type of event with the superheroes and everything. I'm new to comics as well, and the superhero scene. But as far as the thriller aspect of these books and or like of Tales of POV and everything, that's very much up my alley. Most of what I write is thriller, horror, psychological, and so this is absolutely like the kind of thing I love to write.
Your home.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we'll be working with Stone Productions. Should be coming out in 2022, which will be a 10 web episode series.
Webisodes?
Webisodes?
Webisodes, bro. So these webisodes are going to be live action, animated, what?
They're going to be live action. I've been working quite closely with Carlo, who's the director of this.
What's his last name? Carlo who? Oh, it's Carlo.
Carlo, I'm going to check your Twitter just to double check the surname when this is done. Ignore that this is live. We'll edit. We'll put it in later. Sorry, complete blank. So Carlo, we'll be doing that. Now he's a great guy, and he really got it. And again, Person is another perspective from this world. Everything on that page is interconnected. It's all part of the same world.
Yeah, and those are some creepy ass. That's a creepy ass cover with just eyes.
I know. I love that. It's cool. And then I know we've also got one more thing as well that we want to show, if you don't mind.
So you ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Boom! What's that?
So that is a surprise for LA Cunningham. She will be writing a comic that she has created the character from this book.
That looks nice, huh?
And that is Sister Grimm.
Sister Grimm.
Yeah, so that is a creation by LA Cunningham. She's going to kill me when we come off this call because she didn't know we were going to do this.
Surprise!
But me and Sarah, who's also an artist, as you can see, have been talking behind the scenes because we wanted to give her a surprise. She's, LA's worked so hard on this with me, and she has been, she said earlier, she's been there when I've had my rough days. And this, we wanted to kind of give her something to say, this is your creation now, and to kind of move forward with it. And it's a beautiful picture.
It is. It looks dope. So give us a little story about Sister Grimm. Is there anything you can, in fact, tell us about this particular character right now? Don't be shy. She's in awe. Like, wow.
I can tell you she's a character in Points of Villainy, Points of Virtue.
She's in both books.
You might have to, people are going to have to buy the book and read the story and see who she might be. But yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't written a comic before, and when we came across the story, PA was just like, there's something here. And I was potentially going to do something else, and he was just like, do you want to try giving writing a comic book a try? And I was just like, I have no what I'm doing, but we're gonna give it a go, and he's gonna teach me the ropes, I guess. And yeah, I'm super excited. It's crazy to see her.
It looks fantastic.
This is amazing.
Sarah, where did
She
the
look like,
inspiration come? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible. Amazing.
Go ahead, David. I know you were going to say something. Go ahead, brother.
I was going to say, it's incredible. You know, from a Comic Crusader standpoint, this is giving me Phoenix, Dark Phoenix, and Rogue vibes, like all tied up into one, which is that's pretty awesome right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, let me say, man, I know Kyle is an amazing artist, but Sarah, holy shit, too, man.
Yeah.
You're killing it here. That's fire.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
Strong team.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very strong team. And again, that's the key to success amongst any team, that everybody is strong. And, and so long as they, do their part, listen, you can't fail. You know what I mean? As I say, if we're united, there's no way we could be beat. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I see that from this ASAP family. You guys seem to be connected, and you guys. What I find cool here is that you firstly connected on a personal level before you connected on this creative level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could, like with the story with you and Kyle, you connected on the fandom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LA, Sarah, y'all met on Twitter, just connecting through a fandom. Nem too, as part of the Comic Crusaders family.
Absolutely.
I love it. Hopefully, what I'm trying to do is turn Comic Crusaders into the next Kevin Bacon type of thing,
Yeah. Well,
this 7 degrees of Comic
We'll plug. There you go. Plug.
And look at this. This is, it's international, so wepa to that.
It is beautiful over here. You got UK, USA, man. And
Canada,
Canada? Who's in Canada? LA is in Canada. We got Sarah here in the US, and then PA is exactly where? What country?
UK,
and Kyle, UK.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, monstrous.
We've got KJ in Pavis, Philippines.
Wow.
And then we've got Carlo Kea. I remember the surname Carlo. He's Italian as well, but he's just moved to the UK. So we're a good mix, man. It's cool.
And
I'm out here in California. Some people consider us part of the US, but that's debatable.
Hey man, I have comic book where you guys want to separate from the union.
No, that's not California, but
awesome. But this has been awesome, man. I really am looking forward to this. And I know where we're showing kind of these ends with the person, but in your mindscapes, how much more do you have kind of set? Is there stuff in your minds already past what we've already presented?
Yeah.
Idea-wise?
Oh yeah.
I can definitely say from when we first started talking, the plans that were like me and PA have gone over, all these little story bits, they go so far out from where we are now. We kind of built the universe through characters and stuff, just for the ones we've made, and they've been added to now. We had such a huge plan, and then we went, oh yeah, we gotta start somewhere, so we should probably just do Messiah. And then I think because we designed the main character for Dead of Night, I did the artwork for that one.
Oh, cool.
And then we built the entire team, drew all the artwork up for the team that was before the event.
That's
so
it.
We've got the art in there, the designs already. And then we went, right, we can't tell that story yet, so let's focus on this.
All their stories are ready as well. So we're ready to George Lucas the prequels.
Yeah, this is episode 4.
Gotcha. I like that though. See, that's real pre-gaming. You believe in the concept, and that's already showing from the onset. This is an amazing team. I mean, I really can't wait to see what happens here. Now, I know it's you guys did it through Kickstarter. Are there any plans, like for Kyle, for example, are people going to be able to pick up a Messiah at a Forbidden Planet? Are there any ideas to trying to distribute, even if it is individually, to local shops in given areas?
Well, first, I'm not that involved in the distribution part. I've got to make sure I don't mix work in too much. I'll do what I can to get it about. I've definitely mentioned it, but spread it about online and that. But yeah, we're going to try and get it everywhere we can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that Comic Crusaders is here to support the hell out of it, and if we could,
thank you, man. Thank you.
We definitely going to do that because PA, you've been an incredible team member as Nemesis, and
proudly so, mate. Proudly so.
A pleasure and an honor to meet your team.
I will say, for people in California, we're working a deal with Riverside Comic Stores, and that is going to expand out to Greater LA as well. I hope.
Woo! Riverside Comics. There you go. Shout out for giving indie a chance, because this is going to be the next big indie. Again, we already have a TV show in the works. This dude, man, I can't wait. Again, if you ever need a dead Puerto Rican to be on a corner or something,
you got a deal, man. You got a deal.
Somebody, you need to murder somebody. I'll be the victim. No problem. Hey, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah,
damn right.
Fantastic. So, LA, because again, how do you feel about that presentation, though? Seeing that character come to life, how do you feel? Is that how you picture it?
I honestly, I came up with some random ideas, and I gave PA just this rambling document because Points of Villainy is essentially her origin story. And then I just came up with a whole bunch of backstory, and it's a part of her origin story, I guess. There's some more details, obviously, but yeah, and I was just like, maybe she looks like this, and maybe she looks like this, and what if she does this? And it's just this huge rambling document. So I'm almost shocked people were able to get a character out of all that. But I guess she does exist in a story, so you can see her personality, and she's great. And I'm super excited to just run with her and see where she goes and figure out how she fits in the ASAP universe. And it's going to be super fun. I'm really excited.
Everybody's ass in the ASAP universe, the way it looks. Jesus Christ.
And it's just starting too, so.
Yeah, it's just started. And Kyle, let me ask you, what's been the most, other than that black and white, which is dope, what was your most favorite thing to have worked on? Something that you're like, wow, okay, I'm having a ball here. Because with the black and white, you didn't expect to like it so much, but something that you I love this from the get.
It was less that I didn't expect to like it. It was more that it caught me by surprise how much I liked it. So I was just doing a quick sketch that just ended up going, oh man, yeah. But
that's awesome.
He's feeling himself on that one, like, oh man.
Yeah. I remember running into the other room with my wife, and I was like, check this, man. It was just a little AFO sketch. Probably the lot of it would probably be the start. We was coming up with character ideas, just bouncing things around, sending. There's such a huge backlog of character sketches. I think Foe was one that's kind of changed drastically since we started.
Yeah, definitely.
So how is that process? So, you say somebody's changed drastically. Has that happened kind of within the whole scope of the universe of characters? From the initial concept to what you guys have developed, how much of those characters changed? Can you kind of, if you were to say percentage wise, they've changed 100%, 50%, 40% from the initial concept?
I think some of them completely, 100%. It varies because we have so many characters. Like Messiah is pretty much staying true to what Messiah was always the plan. That was probably the most thought out one we'd had. Foe, I think, was a bit up in the air. We had a few different ideas, and some of them have just gone because you have a character idea and you go, yeah, it's cool, but he doesn't really fit here. And I think Dead of Night obviously was going to be part of something Messiah at first, and we've moved it on. But yeah, it's mostly just rambling for 2 hours on the phone, and he's been going, I've not slept last night, but I've come up with this idea, and it's this and this, and I was
listen. I spoke to PA 3 days ago. He didn't have a beer, so he hasn't slept at all. Because look how fully grown he is.
I think the last few weeks, getting everything ready for the comic, getting the sizing perfect and getting it all ready for online and everything ready for this moment. I think he's probably slept twice. Based on our phone calls, he's like, yeah, I was up till like 6 o'clock this morning, but it's done. Like I got the thing done, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? That's passion, man. You could put in those hours, you show that passion, and again, you will break through. You're going to have success. Because again, listen. No one knows the formula of success, right? But it's consistency and passion, man. Staying true to your craft, you definitely will make it. Now, let me go back, Sarah. You know, again, editor. What was the most fun part of your venture within ASAP that you could say, like, wow, okay, this is pretty cool. Something you read or even saw, you were like, wow, this is really gonna blow people's minds.
Okay, so actually, the origin story for LA's character that I drew, that was my favorite story of all of them. And actually, when Paul reached out and said that they wanted to do more with that character, I was like, yes, because like as I was reading it, I was thinking like this is main character material. Like I was super excited to hear that. So I would say
as an editor, you didn't suggest it, but when he's saying they want to use it, you were like, yeah, you better.
I can't even remember what I said in the comments.
It was all in caps lock. It just was, yeah.
Yes, all in caps.
I was just super excited. Yeah, and so I just love that story. Definitely recommend. Definitely recommend buying the book. Obviously, but yeah, I would say that story was probably my favorite part of the whole thing. Yeah.
Listen, we will never have more or enough strong female characters. Again, you know, we've had years and years of multiple males, and with females playing, you know, side or minor roles, you know, supporting cast, but seeing female characters come to the forefront and seeing more powerful female characters come to the forefront. Let's do it, kiddo. Now, the only thing I want to see some more brown characters come to the forefront. Please. We are more than just janitors, folks. Please. Shit. Hey man, those stereotypes just annoy the crap out of me. I swear to God, there was a janitor somewhere. Like, come on, or a maid. We do more than that. Come on now, stop your nonsense. Anyway, I really do look forward to this. People definitely got to visit the asapcomicsuk.com website. Place them orders. You know what I mean? You know, hopefully with Riverside Comics here in the States, we will get access to them. But it doesn't matter if people in the States order the book. You can ship to the States, correct?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Excellent.
We can go anywhere. It's fine. We've got that all sorted.
See, folks, real. They did a Kickstarter. They're not making you wait 6 years for the book to arrive in your mailbox like I've been waiting for Rob Liefeld's book, Brigade. Yeah, Rob, I still ain't getting my shit.
Yeah, Rob.
You're lucky I got people in your state, man. I would have had them hunting you down to make sure I get my copy shipped. Yo, for real, I'm mad. This is why I love seeing Kickstarter folks that they do their project, they get it done, and they mail out the books. Done. So thank you for being one of those creators and not being a Liefeld.
Amen.
Yeah, amen. Hallelujah. Let's start preaching over here. Get your books out on time, folks. Anyway, let me tell you, that's a pet peeve of mine. Come on time. Come on, as an editor, you know this. You're like, come on, man. Like, send you the material in time so you could edit it in time, right?
Exactly.
Please, at LA, you know, you can't have Paul DMing you at 3 a.m. talking about, we need this changed. You know, if he's up at 3 a.m. the guy don't sleep, man.
They were good about that.
And poor Kyle, he's like drawing at 4 a.m. with his eyes closed. And then Nem is doing videos and working with the audio guy. I'm so sorry. That's how his beard fell off. It was the audio guy.
Exactly right.
This has been the same, but this has actually been a great conversation. I hope that people have learned about the ASAP Comics universe. I hope people visit asapcomicsuk.com and support my fellow team member and his extended family, which is now an honorary Comic Crusaders family, folks.
Yes.
Mi casa, su casa. All right? This is awesome, man. So, Paul, any other notes or info that you want to leave us with today in regards to ASAP and the future of ASAP?
For me, it's been an absolute blast, and obviously now we're able to move forward and plan and so on and so forth. All I say to people is if you struggle finding it anywhere, hit us up on Twitter. You know, anything like that, give us a message. If there's any problems, then we'll get it covered.
And if they wanted to follow you on Twitter or Facebook or your social medias, what are they looking for again?
So we've got ASAP Comics UK, which is on Instagram and on Facebook, and then it's also on Twitter. But also, if you want to give me a shout, then it's at Writer PA Hayden as well for me. And then everyone can do their own there.
And if you all guys want to share your social, you want people to contact you for any possibility of future work outside of ASAP or just to pick your brain and just to say thank you for being awesome, where can they reach you guys at? And let's start with the ladies first, Kyle. Let's go. He looked like he was about, okay, wait a minute. All right, Sarah. Go ahead, Sarah. Where can people follow you?
I'm trying to think. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Sarah L. Butcher. That's Sarah with an H. And then I believe my Twitter handle is yeah, I believe it is Sasa the Butcher, and that is SASA the Butcher.
Sasa, I love that. That needs to be an ASAP character.
You know, that came from a small child. She nicknamed me Sasa, and for some reason, I just kept using it. So yeah, that's where that came from.
I like it. It sounds gangster, Sasa. Yo, you gotta pick up your stuff from Sasa. Who?
I'm seeing a new title: Sasa the Butcher versus Barcode. That is it.
It didn't sound so cool when she was saying it. It was just so cute.
And what about you? LA. I love that. LA.
I'm mostly on Twitter. You can find me at Laurcunn, LAURCUNN. And I have a website, I guess, too, which is lacunningham.com. And technically I have Instagram, but it's pretty inactive. So the website and Twitter is the way to go to find me.
Excellent. And now we go to the amazing artist from the UK, Mr. Kyle Wright.
I'm mostly on Facebook, to be fair. I think I jump on Twitter to make sure I retweet all the ASAP stuff and any artwork we've got. It should be Kyle Wright Illustrations on Facebook and Instagram. And regrettably, Duffman565 is my Twitter handle. Because it was my Xbox gamer tag. I was like 16 watching The Simpsons, and I had to make an account that was like an 18-year-old one. So I was like, I can't think of anything. Oh, Duffman, yeah. And I'm 28 now, and it's still here. Like, it's still affecting things.
Now I gotta ask that. But do you enjoy beer? And if so, then what's the favorite beer? Because you're a Duff man, but we ain't got Duff. So what's your stuff?
I'm more of a whiskey man myself. Yeah, completely going against Duffman.
Oh, word, man. Nah, bro, I can't do the liquor, man. You guys will probably drink me under the table and then some. All right. And Nemesis, of course, my homie from Comic Crusaders. What can they follow you?
You can follow me for all the stuff that I do, but definitely for the stuff I do with ASAP Comics. I'm on Twitter at NemesisFC2. That is my old Sunday League pub football team that I used to play on. So, and
another pub guy. Am I the only person I've not gone to a pub?
And actually, this is starting to become a thing. I don't know how it became a thing, but if you want to follow me on Facebook, I'm on Facebook. People love the artwork and weird stories, and I put stuff up about alien galactic federations and all that other crap. I put that up on my Facebook page.
2020, kiddo.
Yeah,
we got aliens. We got COVID. I think COVID is an alien disease trying to eliminate us, so that way they could replace us like fucking what is that? Body snatchers.
Yeah. So, I put up all that weird stuff. I put up something about Zodiac Killer the other day up there. So I put that all up on my Facebook. So if you want weird stuff like that, plus ASAP and Comic Crusader stuff, come on over to Facebook. So.
All right. So basically, if you want to get geekified, you go to his page, and you're gonna get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And for people that are wondering, it was the aliens that shaved his beard off today.
Yeah. They're helping out the audio guy. So.
Oh man, that damn audio guy!
I know.
Irritating me. How dare you? Anyway, this has been great, guys. Thank you for taking the time out of your very busy day, and I know it's late for some of you across the pond. So with that, I want to thank you very much again to talk about the greatness of the future of indie comics. That for me is within ASAP as well. The Comic Crusaders love indie, and we definitely love our fellow Crusaders and my man Paul. This amazing team of Kyle, Sarah, LA, Nem, and everybody else, Carlo, and everybody. bless you guys. Much success, love, happiness, bro. And let's blow it up and bring goodness and great stories to the world, some real escapism. Because basically everything you guys describe to me is going to take me out of the real world. And I appreciate that. No politics, no nonsense, just some straight up psycho fun. And I love it. Love it. All right. So, there we go. So with that, I'm Al Mega with PA Hayden, Kyle Wright, Sarah Butcher, L.A. Cunningham, and the one and only David Nemesis. Howard. Thank you for coming in, bro. Make sure to check us out at ComicCrusaders.com. Check out my extended podcast family at UndercoverCapes.com.
Yeah.
For more so, right below, you see it, ASAPComicsUK.com. Subscribe, buy, message these people, and just give them a hello and say, keep doing what you're doing. We need more creative folks like this that just definitely want us to escape from the nonsense of the real world. So for that, thank you. And again, this is another Comic Crusaders podcast. Gracias. Hasta la próxima. Omega. Huepa, para que tú sepa. Woo!